Okay. Another video, we getting into it. All right.
Back at it again with another video.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Sydney.
And I'm Destiny, and we are the founders. No, I'm so sorry. We can
Sorry.
start it again.
I mean, I was going along with it.
Ugh.
Okay, we'll start again. Well, we're not going to do that, but. Hi everyone, it's Sydney.
And I'm Destiny, and we are the founders of Brighten Sun.
And our heart is to help you burn your light bright and send it where it's needed most. And we do this through our symbolic candle and wax melt business.
As well as creating life, faith, and business content here for you all on YouTube.
Yay!
Make sure to like this video,
Yeah.
subscribe to our channel, hit that notifications button so you get notified when we post our next video, and comment at the end of the video if you have any questions about what happens in the video, or you just want to comment. Some love, share love, not war,
Yes.
make love. No, I'm sorry.
Cut that out. Right. It's for a different video.
Sorry. Share love, questions, and just ideas if you have any ideas for things for us to talk about as well.
Yes. So today's video, we're talking about friendship and how to
Insert SpongeBob with the rainbow.
yes. What's the F?
F is for friends
To do stuff together. U is for you.
But that's
and me.
fun. He's spelling fun.
Oh.
N is for anywhere and anytime at all. But he's trying to befriend Plankton in that episode.
Oh wow, you're an expert. I didn't know that. I forgot. So we're talking about friends. We're talking about how to kind of evaluate your friendships, which I think most people should probably do every few years, if not often. But at least to kind of look at your circle. You know, scripture tells us to look at our circle and make sure that we're being influenced by, it leads us to believe, it does not say, don't quote me, but it tells us that our circle, you know.
Sydney's Message Bible.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at your circle, because if your circle is rank, you need to leave.
I don't know about. I think
didn't say
there's a balance. I don't know. Okay, you said.
Well,
we should
okay, we can
evaluate-
talk about that. We can talk about that because there is room for friends who aren't where they maybe
where they need to be.
Yeah, but
And-
there's grace for that.
Yeah.
But that's when boundaries come in, I feel like, and knowing, you know, not living in the world, not of the world type of stuff. But anyways, we'll get to all of that. But we want to talk about maybe like, so you guys know that, you know, we're friends. We started a business together. You know, we've been friends
For those of you
like.
who don't know, this is their first time here.
I'm assuming everyone knows us. But they
We hope
definitely
that
don't.
everyone doesn't know us.
Nobody knows us. My name is Sydney. No, but
We are friends.
yeah, we are friends.
We were friends before we were business partners. And
Yeah.
there's a video about that coming up. Or
yes, maybe
there's a
it's
video
been
about
posted
that
or maybe it's
somewhere.
coming
We
up.
don't know. We don't know when we're gonna post it.
We'll
yet,
see.
but we don't
We'll
know.
see when the Lord releases it.
Yeah.
But we've been friends for like literally almost
8 years.
Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, so we've been friends for a long time. She is my longest standing friend to this day. I don't know. Do you have a friend that you've had longer that you're still close to?
That's not family? No.
Yeah, that's not
That
family.
I didn't like grow up with, like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
She's my longest friend too.
Yeah. So going through different friendships, I think in like not comparison, but just being like, okay, the type of friendship that I have with maybe my best friend and looking at your other relationships and being like, okay, what's healthy, what's not. And it's important to know who's in your circle. Not everybody in your circle has to be on their top tip game, but they need to be, everyone needs to be edifying each other, I feel like.
I feel like too, you say circle. So okay, so the way that I'll talk about me first. The way that I do my life is I have family, I have people I know, and then I have my friends.
Like acquaintances.
So people I know would be acquaintances.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily, so you're talking about your circle. When I think of my circle, I think of my friends, and I don't have very many. I have 2. I can honestly say I have 2 friends.
Which is like
Like
nothing.
true friends.
yeah.
I have 2.
Yeah.
And one is here. The other one is not. But that's 2. And then people, I know a lot of people. I can have conversations with those people, but those people are not in my circle.
Yeah. Like, what does a friend mean to you?
To me,
like, what makes somebody enter the friend stage versus acquaintance? Because you could have an acquaintance for years, I think, and they would just never still be a friend.
Yeah. So for me, I think, so I don't really do friend, best friend either. I don't really define people like that either. I have friend, family.
Matthew's not your best friend?
Acquaintance. No, he's my husband. He's family.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My sister, I have sisters, so I don't have blood sisters, but my brothers have, one is currently married, and then the other one has a girlfriend. They're family.
Yeah.
And then I think you can have friendships, friend-style relationships with family.
Yeah.
It's me. This is just me. But I don't consider, like, my sister-in-law my friend.
Yeah.
She's my sister. So that's kind of how I view that. So outside of my family, I have 2 friends.
Okay.
But anyway, going from acquaintance to friend, I think, so for me, person I know, acquaintance are synonymous. I think for me, the transition happens when I invite you into, like, my life, like my daily life. Like, we conversate about our lives more than just we schedule a time to meet. You know what I'm saying?
Like making time for each other?
Yes. Like, I don't necessarily see, so my other friend's name is Amber. So, like, hi Amber, we love you. Amber, I hope you're watching. But I don't necessarily see Amber or Sydney, and I don't all the time, and I don't necessarily make plans with Amber and Sydney every time we talk, but we talk about our lives when we get together, or even when we're not together. We engage with each other, we ask each other for advice, like, we communicate about what's going on, and we're invested. That's another thing. Like, I feel like a friend is someone whose life you're invested in and they're invested in yours.
Yeah. And I think that word is used, like, I didn't really understand what that meant until it's like, okay, when you invest your money, you're taking something that you have, you're putting it in something else for a return that benefits
for value
you and the
grow.
business that you're helping.
Yeah.
So
for
it's
value.
like, yeah. So it's like when she invests in my life, you know, like, our friendship benefits, I benefit, she benefits, you know, because she's investing in me, so I benefit. And then because I'm a better person, she gets a better friend, you know,
and vice versa.
Yeah. So it's something that is, you know, just that word is important, like the true meaning of, like, investing your time.
So using the concept of investing, like with money, it takes time to grow. And the longer, your investment, the longer you have your money invested in a stock, the higher your return. So I think
people get scared and pull out too early.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta preach.
Ooh.
And
then they blow up, and you be like, and then you want to tell everybody, I was friends with them in school. I knew them in high school. I knew them before. I knew them before they were cool. I knew them back in the day. You want to say stuff like that, but really it's like, nah,
but you pulled out when the time got tough.
You gave up, or maybe they, you know, stuff like that. But I think, you know, the longer you leave your energy, and so you can say your investment, you know, not money, your energy, your time, your emotional, like, conversations, and it can be money too, you know, if you help them out or they stay with you, you feed them, like, all those types of things. I think that is the difference for me. And not saying my acquaintances, I don't care about them, but I would say I don't take time, energy, money, and emotional strength and capacity to help them. And I don't want them, I don't necessarily have a desire or
I don't want them to invest in me.
I don't have a need. I don't have a need for them to do that for me.
Yeah.
But I think my friends, I'm doing that for them, and I need them to do it for me also.
Yeah. I think I agree with everything that you just said. Like, I think almost like, I think for me in my life, all throughout my life, the true friends that I have that I know I can rely on and that I, you know, that are in my life and I don't have to worry about them, you know, tripping and leaving. or me leaving them because, you know, I just can't handle it or something, is because it's like really, I think friendship can be like a form of covenant. Like I think we think of just like, you know, being boyfriend and girlfriend or being married, like that's the only covenant that exists in life. And it's like that. I don't think so. I think just like you would invest time in a marriage and, you know, you're just going to stick it out till, you know, whatever, or, you know, or you feel called to that person or whatever someone might say. I feel like that same thing can happen. Like God can bring people together that need to be together for a certain season or for, you know, as long as you live or whatever. I think God brings people together that they know will fit together and that will serve each other and invest in each other and stuff like that. Because, I mean, she came to my school. I wasn't looking, like, wasn't looking for her. We weren't even friends, like, when you first came. Like, you were friends with, like, a lot of the older girls. And so we became friends, like, maybe a year after she actually came, like 10th grade. Maybe.
Oh, so I would say then my longest friend, I guess, is Amber, because we were
probably
friends.
You probably knew Amber before me.
Yeah, we were friends before.
But, but it's like God brought us together and we became friends. And even when I like moved away, like I didn't really know anybody when I moved, but I literally like journaled like, God, like please give me friends. And I was like, please, like I don't have nobody. And like he literally brought people in my life that are like amazing, and like she like she knows them and they're great. And so it's like God really can like bring people into your life that are meant to be in your life, and those friendships can be very healing. They can be very edifying and make you a better person. I'm a better person because I'm friends with the people that I'm friends with. So I think that's something that you can maybe like evaluate. Like, am I a better person from when I first met this person to now? Of course, it takes time to see if that's true or not. But I think for me, like I can truly say like I'm a better person because of the people that I'm around. Whether it's something they like, you know, confronted me about, whether it's something that I just saw them killing it in an area and I was like, that encouraged me to do XYZ, you know, and me not be lazy with what I'm supposed to be doing. And you know, so I think that that's like one thing for sure. And I think leading into the next one is like how do you like, I'm just interviewing her now because I just think about these things, but like how do you like know a friendship is worth
an investment?
Yeah, like, or worth keeping, like worth investing in. Like,
I don't think you know in the beginning. I think when you first start, like when you meet somebody, you just kind of go with it, you know, in the beginning. I think it's
like a divine connection or something.
And honestly, not to be oversimplified, I think I'm gonna be honest, like when we became friends, I didn't think it was a spiritual moment, you know. I didn't think like, you know, I don't think a dove came out the sky and the heavens opened and he said, "This is my daughter in whom you will be friends." Like, you know, like it doesn't have to be like this divine experience. I think most friendships happen pretty organically. Whether that's because you guys got on a project together at work, you met in school, you met on the street, you met in you know, there was maybe an emergency and you guys got connected and they helped you out through something, or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you stay connected. But I think you kind of know if you have a desire to, like, I think the way that you know you should continue to maintain relationship, even when maybe like that season ends, you know, like that project ends, or like we became, the real reason, I think the thing that kind of got us together was it chorus? Freshman year. It was chorus freshman year. Because you didn't play volleyball freshman year.
No.
No. And so I think it ended up being chorus because I wasn't on worship team. I think it was chorus. I joined chorus and she had been in chorus for a couple of years or maybe a longer time. I don't know. And I joined chorus and it was a very small group and we got connected through chorus, but then chorus ended. But we still talked. So like our reason for first starting to communicate ended, but we liked the friendship, so we continued. And I think it had to do with how she made me feel, I made her feel, the bond we shared, the experiences we had. But it's not just about like, you know, because there are unhealthy relationships that make you feel good. So I don't want to say it's all about feeling. But I do think, you know, God gave us emotions, so we should use them. But we need to be wise about it. So I think it's a combination of all of that. And then, like you said, if you look at your life, having been in relationship with them, the things that have happened positively in your life, can you attribute that person to it?
Yeah.
Or do you attribute the negative in your life to that person?
Yeah.
And I think if you look over time and you notice,
you will see
trends. If I was to look at my life and say Sydney is associated with every negative experience, I might need to evaluate this relationship.
Yeah.
But if she's attributed with my positive, maybe my overcoming of struggles, things like that, encouragement, maybe those moments of fear, she was there to sow a seed of positivity or just comfort. I think if you see those trends, that's how you know to keep investing.
Yeah. And I think, like, even referencing what we were talking about at the beginning of, like, even like us being Christians, and like there might be people in your life who necessarily aren't Christians, but you can still have a fruitful friendship, of course. I think, like, for me, I think what probably would distinguish a friend from a very close friend, for me, it would have to be somebody who's living a life that is like mine. Not to say that we have to be the same, but if we're both chasing, it's just like a marriage or a partnership or a friend or like a relationship. Like, I'm not going to marry somebody who's Hindu or like I'm not going to marry someone who's, doesn't believe that God exists and nothing, or all just here just to be here. So I think, like, for me, when it comes to my very close friends, I need people who will push me to Jesus, push me in my faith. And if they push me in my faith in any way, like, that will result in me being a better, employee, or being a better this or being a better that. Like, I think you have to run the race that your life is, like, with people who are going to support you and not hold you back. Because I think, like, that's just something that's, I don't know, it's hard. It's really hard. And I'm literally speaking, like, in a place of, like, figuring this out. Because for me, I think I just kind of, I have a tendency to be, like, I have, like, a decent amount of friends. But, I mean, maybe, like, 6 really close friends. But for me, I think, like, it was this idea of, like, okay, I love being friends with everybody. I feel like I have to be friends with everybody. Everybody has to be my friend. And it's like, there's something deeper there when you feel like you have to be friends with every single person that you know, and you have, like, nothing in common, but you're just, like, forcing it. Because I did that a lot in high school, like, forced it. Yeah. And then, you grow out of that. We leave high school, and it's like, I don't really feel like this is something I want to continue to invest in. And you'll know, like, when you start thinking about this, and maybe you're thinking now and you're thinking about people coming to your mind, then it's just like, this investment is just, I'm just losing money. I'm losing my time. I'm losing my,
my hair is falling.
Yeah, like, I'm losing my energy. I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my purpose, like, all these things. If you feel like you're just continually losing, then that's something that you might need to give up. Unless God says otherwise, which sometimes he might, but most of the time he's not going to call you to something that's going to take you away from, at most, your purpose. So yeah, it's just important. I think it's important to just, like, always reflect on, like, okay, like she said, there's acquaintances, there's people in your family, there's people that you would call, close friends. Like, and I think friend is something that, like, friend, best friend, I think that those terms can be used really lightly. And, like, people say I love you, all that stuff can be used really lightly. And I think if we start defining friendship as better than what we're defining it as now, like, when you say this person's my friend, when was the last time you talked to them? When was the last time y'all, like, worked through something hard? When was the last time that they were there for you, like, and actually, like, didn't make it a big deal or hurt your feelings or whatever? And it's like, oh man, maybe the person's not, we were friends, like, then. Like I said, seasons are really important. Like, and we're making another video about seasons in general, but just, like, knowing, like, in high school, me and such person, or college, or whatever, or, like she said, this work project or whatever, we were really close because we had this bonding thing. But, like, is that going to sustain a real friendship? It's like, what did you guys come together doing? Because that's going to sustain the friendship. It's like, if you came together clubbing and you aren't clubbing no more, you probably, I mean, that's my story. Like, I met people who I literally only went to party with. And once I stopped partying, I'm like, ugh, like, y'all crazy. So it's like, and then it's like, there's really nothing, because the only time we talked is when y'all were drunk or whatever, so yeah, whenever we had, like, actual conversation. But yeah, so it's just important to think about, and we don't want to make this video too long, but just wanted to have a conversation, because like we work together, we, you know, so finding that balance of, you really got to like know someone before you make decisions like that, and you know if it's worth making. And so just like reflecting on our friendship, and like before we made this video, just thinking like, wow, we've been friends for this many years. That's actually crazy. Like I don't know anybody that I would like feel like, oh my gosh, I like this person for so long, like they're my, like I actually can put up with them for so long. Like, wow. It gives you hope, you know. But yeah, so let us know, like, do you have close friends? How many close friends would you say, like in real close friends? Like, and it doesn't have to be a big number. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to have a ton of friends, like, because if you're really investing yourself in something, like you don't want to have a little bit of here and a little bit there and a little bit